All right, guys. We got a 2001 Mitsubishi Eclips V6. Got a CRS radiator here. Customer went and got it himself. So it's none of our concern if it doesn't work, if it works or not, because he said just change it. I don't know why. He says leak, so I did see a leak down there, but I don't know if it's coming from this area, so it has to be radiator or the hose. But anyways, no questions asked. We're gonna drain this guy. We're gonna remove this bolt, get out of the way, take off this, take off this. We're gonna disconnect this fan connector from down here. We're gonna remove this out of the way, disconnect this, and get the fans out of the way. Bada bing, bada boom. And be careful with that pipe. If it goes to your radiator, make sure, yeah, it does go. So we're gonna take out 2 transmission lines from down there. And let's see how it goes. We might end up taking the upper radiator hose from back here somewhere. Bring it out with it. But anyways, give me a moment. Let me drain it, and then we'll continue. So, got the drain down at the bottom loose. I'm gonna show you that in a moment. Let me just loosen everything up from up here. This pipe. So whenever you're doing radiator job, try to get rid of all your pipes. Even though this one looks nice and healthy, but it's old. So we're gonna take this off. So all you do is squeeze this. I got one hand right now, I reckon. So squeeze this. Have somebody help. And if you got 2 hands, you're recording like me, you're good to go. So, oh God, there you go. It's moving. And got it off. Put this baby to the side. I'll just drain everything out of the bucket later on. So we're pretty much go here. So 12 millimeters and 13 millimeters. So these are 12 and these are 13. And also we're gonna fork this off and disconnect that, and then the whole thing should come off. And we do need to lift this guy off right here, so the whole radiator can just come right up. And there you go. But we do need to remove the transmission lines from the bottom. We'll get to the bottom in a moment. So let's switch up the socket here. Okay, so this is 13. And you could just loosen it and a little bit of trick and just turn it over. Loosen it and just turn it over and leave it there. And we got a good mechanism here. So this is pretty much almost out. This is loose, but you got 2 bolts and 2 bolts. Since this is loose, okay, it's not gonna bother us anyway. But we're gonna disconnect this fan. So you squeeze on that. I'm gonna get that off. Don't worry about it. Pork this off. Squeeze on that tab and take off that connector right there. And hopefully I'm able to do it from right here. Okay, come on. Okay, so I'm gonna get that off. Once that's off, I'll show you guys, and then we'll go to the bottom. One more thing we're gonna do is, you see that bolt right there? We're gonna remove this pipe from back there. So let's see if I can get my hands in here and turn. Or we'll try it from the bottom. If anything, we'll come back and do it from the top. If we remove it from the bottom, it's more better for us. So I am gonna fork off this connector right here. Gotta stay off. And then I'm gonna grab my light here. We're gonna go to the bottom. I'm gonna try to pick this connector, and let's see if it comes off. Squeeze that with the pick, and let's see if we get this guy off. We can even use our fork here to push the connector off. There you go. Bada bing, bada boom. And that's out of the way. So our connector there is out. You can just hang it over here. Make sure you do not forget to put this baby in, okay? Leave it there visible, because if you forget, your car's gonna overheat. But anyways, so far looking good. Let's see if there's anything that's gonna disturb us on this side. Nothing. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's go to the bottom. Let's take some of our tools from right here. Let me give you guys a little bit idea in the bottom. So in the bottom, this is your drain right here. Okay, I'm gonna close it up for now since we're done. But you got a line right here, and you got another line right here. Some idiot did it backwards. Some idiot put these lines backwards, so it's gonna be hard for us to get to that. So at least we can remove this from here. So the transmission lines are gonna go with it. We'll do it from the top, and this is where I was seeing the radiator leak from right over here. Okay, right from the center. I don't know why it would have leaked right from the bottom of it. I guess it took a hit, so it must have been smashed in a bit. But anyways, that's everything. So let me get everything off, and we'll continue in a moment. These lines, I took out these transmission lines from right here, so I'll make sure you know which one goes where. So this one on this side of the radiator, on the driver's side of it, goes to the line to the left, and the other one goes from that side. It's coming from that side. It goes to the right line there. I took out this hose from the bottom, the big radiator hose. So everything is out. This baby is ready to come out. So what we're gonna do is gonna hold this here. So we're gonna lose a little bit of a transmission fluid, but that's fine. But I'm gonna have to put my camera. Here it is. All we need is the lines to come out with it. Just make it come out nice and clean. If like these connectors, okay, there's another connector. Oh my God, there's another connector on the module here. So I'll hold these two lines with it, and let's see how it goes. There you go, nice and simple, okay? And I will tell you guys, if you guys look at this right here, it's a radiator. Condenser sits in the front, so a lot of dirt and debris blocking this is gonna cause no airflow, so your vehicle will overheat. Okay, I had an Infiniti G35. The damn thing would overheat every once in a while. And I came back to the shop and I water hosed the whole thing down. Temperature went down immediately. Then I opened the two pieces up and this was all blocked. Mosquitoes, bugs, all kinds of stuff. Look, there's a bug right here. Look right there. There's a bug right there. Talking about bugs. So blockage is gonna cause issue here. So make sure you don't let this thing block. So you do gotta take it apart. Like you won't be able to see this because it's blocked. There's a condenser in the front. It will look the same thing. You would think it's a condenser, but it's really, you would think it's a radiator, but it's really the condenser that's blocked. That's not letting the air flow through. And then you would clean it up. All the stuff would go through if you manage to, and then you will block this up. You still have the overheating issues. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna take this baby apart and I'll put a new radiator on. The fans, all we gotta do is with the fans, I'll just show you a little bit, and then just swap up the fans and everything. I'm gonna put this baby on the floor right here. So let's take it down. I think I dropped something. Okay, we didn't drop nothing. So to look at things. So let's move this stuff out of the way. This is the moment to clean as much as stays there. So if there's anything between here, this condenser doesn't look so good. Let's clean all this up. There you go. And all you need to do here is take off the bolt, take off the bolt, take off the bolt, take off the bolt, put everything onto the new radiator. That's all you need to do. Alright guys, we're back. We got the radiator assembled here. So make sure your radiator is assembled. There's a bitch, because all these bolts was like kind of jammed up. Anyways, nothing we could do there. So you're gonna go slowly, gently. Make sure you guide the bottom of the radiator onto where it sits at, and after that we'll come back up and we'll make sure it sits properly first. Okay, make sure it sits properly first. So there you go, we have the radiator in. Reverse procedure from the bottom up. We'll show you from the bottom next. So remember, your radiator, you have to help it, assist it to sit onto the mounts, into those little rubber pieces. So both sides, like I said, one hand. You see, if I could do it with one hand, you could do it with two hands. So this is tight, this is tight. We're gonna put this baby in, and this is pretty much almost done here. We're gonna put this clamp, and then we don't have to come back down here. Only check for leaks, Everything is plugged in. We plugged in the sensor. This we really didn't have to take off this little guy, but it's in. Okay, make sure the fans are not hitting. Okay, make sure the fans are not hitting. Make sure your bolts, these bolts for the fans, make sure they don't go through and destroy your radiator. So that's another thing you have to be aware of. Anyways, we're done down here. Time to go back up. I do need to put the clamp in the bottom. So this clamp still needs to go on. And usually I say try to get the clamp into the same angle that it originally was, because they already had created its leather seat where it's gonna sit at. And once I get this off, once I get it on, we'll go to the top, and this is the spot where you're gonna have to work. So this clamp was in this kind of angle right here. I want to turn it up. Okay, I want to turn it up, and it's probably not gonna allow me with one hand, so I'll do it with both hands. I'm gonna have to put the camera, so I just need to turn this clamp right to the setting that it originally was at, as you can see where it was sitting at. Okay, so we're done in the bottom. Remember, we still gotta put these transmission lines in, so make sure you get these in. Remember, this one goes there, that one goes there, so just pay attention to the lines. And it's gonna make it a little bit tough for me since I clamped up the bottom, so I'm gonna get those in, no problem. Make sure you put this baby in. Make sure you put your reserve in. Okay, that thing kind of looked loose, so it might leak from here, so we'll keep eye on that. We're gonna put this baby in, and we're gonna put this side in. So again, we're job well done. Make sure you put antifreeze in it, fill it up to the top maximum point, let it run, let the fans come on, and do not forget to put this connector back in, because if you forget, your car most likely will overheat. Okay, this module controls the fan when they need to come in, and make sure it clicks. So I showed you guys the whole job there, so some things I can't show you because I gotta put the camera away to get in there. Anyways, everything is done. This radiator cap gotta go. It will cause overheat issues, so this radiator cap definitely gotta go. We'll get another radiator cap. Anyway guys, thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like, and don't forget to send us a message if you need any help.